Assalamualaikum and very good day to all my friends and also to Dr. Tahmina. Okay, today we are from Group 6. We'll be presenting or discussing about the case study number 7 under the topic of life insurance and health. Before we proceed, I would like to recap a little bit about the life insurance. Life insurance provide protections to individual against death, total permanent disability, and critical illnesses. Sudden death in family. Example is like your father, the breadwinner in the family, might have a huge impact. Insurance does not eliminate the grief. However, it will alleviate the financial burdens. In Islamic perspective, I can relate one concept that is related to the insurance, okay, which is 5 things before 5 things. Okay, number 1 is health before illness, young before old, rich before poor, spacious before narrow, and life before death. Okay, now let us proceed to question number 1. Okay, question number 1. Calculate Sarah's estimate life insurance coverage based on the human life value method. If Sarah decides to raise the retirement age to 65 and the return on investment to 5%, what is her new total remaining lifetime earnings? Okay, to answer the question number 1, we need to calculate Sarah's estimated life insurance coverage using human life method. So in this question, I think 4 key points are necessary to answer this. Number 1 is present value of her future earnings. Number 2, accounting for her retirement age. Number 3, portion allocated for dependents. And the last one is estimated return on investment, ROI. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so given Sarah's current age is 37 years and retirement age is 60 years, which will be revised to the 65 years. After this, Sarah current annual net take-home pay is 180,000 ringgit. Sarah estimated portion allocated for dependents is 70%. This is given in the question. Estimated return on investment 4.5%, which will be revised to 5% later. So we need to calculate Sarah remaining working years until her retirement. Okay, so currently is 60 years and then will be revised to 65 years. So for the 60 years, the remaining years of her working will be 23 years, and the remaining years when he revised to the 65 retirement age will be 28 years. So to answer this, we need to use the formula which is inside our slide here. You can see. Okay, so the total for the 60 years, we will get about RM 2,791,091 and 68 ringgit. This is for 60 years. For 65 years, okay, using the same formula, we will get RM 3,346 ringgit 46 and 800 ringgit. Therefore, Sarah estimated life insurance coverage based on the human life value method approximately 2,791,068 ringgit. This is 4.5% ROI. And for the age of 65, which with the 5% ROI, we will get approximately RM 3,346,800 ringgit. Okay, so I pass to my colleague, my friends to discuss about the question number 2. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I will be present for the second question. So the second question, calculate Millennia's present value of ordinary annuity, estimate the lump sum financial requirements for specific needs, future costs of education fund in 11 years time, assuming of 5% inflation, funeral and share debt expenses, other debt and liabilities. Okay, so the first thing that we need to find for the total sum is the present value of ordinary annuity for Michaela education. So Millennia intends to set up a fund for Michaela higher education in 11 years. Given an estimated inflation rate of 5% per annum, you can use the formula for the present value of a future sum. So the future value is 100,000 ringgit Malaysia that comes from cost of education, and then the number of years is 11, and the inflation rate is 5%. And the formula is present value minus the future value divided by 1 plus the inflation rate, and then power to number of years. And the formula will be 100,000 divided by 1 plus 0.05 power to 11. And the first present value, we got 58,467 ringgit Malaysia. And so we continue the estimate lump sum financial requirements, funeral expenses, and outstanding loans. Millennia intends to provide 25,000 ringgit Malaysia. This number we can put it to the total sum, so we put it as the second number for these expenses. And then other debts and liabilities. The total liabilities mentioned in the net worth statement are 313,570 ringgit Malaysia. And the lump sum for other debts and liabilities equals to total liabilities minus the group insurance plus saving account. And the lump sum equals to 313,570 minus the total of group insurance plus saving account, which is 15,000 plus the 23,760, and the lump sum is 239,810 ringgit of Malaysia. We put it to the third number. Okay, we haven't finished the present value of annuity for living expenses. So Millennia intends to provide 56,000 ringgit of Malaysia per annum for 20 years for her surviving family in case of her sudden demise. Using the formula for the present value of an ordinary annuity, that will be present value minus the PMT or the period of time times 1 minus bracket of 1 plus interest rate, and then power to the number of years divided by the interest rate. And the formula will be 56,000 times 1 minus the bracket of 1 plus 0.0475 and power to minus 20 divided by the same number, which is 0.0475. And we got the present value, the last present value, which is 720,917 ringgit of Malaysia. This is the last number. So in total, we got four number that we will need to sum. So the total lump sum that Michaela need will be 1,036,195 ringgit of Malaysia. I will pass to the next question.
Right, we are moved to the third question. Review Millennia's available resource from the net worth statement, total available, and disposable asset. So for the next slide, understanding Millennial's resource, let's take a closer look at what Millennia owes and what she owes. This will help us understand her available resource for things like investment, education, or simply taking care of her family. Her assets is a house, 550,000 ringgit, and car, 55,750 ringgit, and savings, 23,760 ringgit. Fixed deposit is 158,000 ringgit, and insurance is 50,000 ringgit. This adds up to a total of 827,510 ringgit. Her liabilities, car loan is 37.3 280 ringgit. Mortgage is 267,000 ringgit. Credit card is 8,750 ringgit. Mortgage reducing terms is 267,000 ringgit, and assurance is 267 ringgit also, and this total is 847.30,000 ringgit. So on the second slide, we are going to discuss about balancing to the scale. Now let's do the math. Total assets minus total liabilities equals 827,510,000 ringgit minus 847.30,000 ringgit, which give us minus 19,520,000 ringgit. What does this mean? Unfortunately, right now, Melania's liabilities outweigh her asset, resulting in a negative net worth. This implies that her current resource may not be enough to cover all her planned expenses or achieve her desired goals without some strategic adjustment. That's all from me.
Good day, Professor. I am Ariba and I will be doing question 4. Question 4 asks us to estimate the total insurance coverage needed by Melania based on family need method. So to find the entire insurance coverage needed by Melania, we can divide the entire information into 4 factors. Number 1 is the ongoing living expenses. Since Melania has planned to provide her surviving family around Rm 56,000 per year for the next 20 years in case of her sudden demise, the total amount needed for the ongoing living expenses is Rm 56,000 into 20, which is around Rm 1,120,000. The second factor is Michaela's education. So the current estimated cost for university is around 100,000. So keeping that in mind, and also the inflation of 5% for 11 years, we have calculated the Michaela's education as Rm 168 and 885.56. The third factor is the funeral cost as well as outstanding loans. So Melania has decided to allocate Rm 25,000 for funeral as well as loan expenses. The fourth factor is the outstanding liabilities. So Melania currently has a liability amounted to Rm 313 and 570. So to find the total estimated life insurance coverage needed, we'll plus all the 4 factors, and that gives us to Rm 1,627,455.56. This is the estimated total life insurance coverage needed by Melania based on family need method. That is all we have for case study 7. Thank you so much.